Hey everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we learned how to automatically generate random arrow sequences for the imposter. In this video, we will learn how to enable a player to enter arrow sequences for the boyfriend sprite using arrow keys on the keyboard. Let me share my screen. Okay, so we have selected the boyfriend. This is what we made in the previous video. Now let's select boyfriend sprite. When we press green flag, the boyfriend should come to its normal costume. Uh, Player can enter the keys only when it is a boyfriend's turn. Okay, so when we receive this broadcast message boyfriend's turn, we will use this block wait until any key is pressed by the player. Okay, computer will wait till the player presses any key. Then computer needs to check if player pressed left arrow key or right arrow key, up or down arrow key. Okay, in case player pressed left arrow key, we will send a broadcast message bf left. Okay, if we pressed down arrow key, we will send a broadcast message bf down. If the player pressed up arrow key, we will send a broadcast message bf up. In case player pressed right arrow key, we will send a broadcast message bf right. Okay, now this is only for the first time, but player is entering more. Player has to enter 4 keys, so we will wait for a little bit, 0.2 seconds, and then registered what other key was pressed by the player. Okay, and we have to repeat it 4 times. Okay, we will repeat it 4 times. Now when this broadcast message was sent left, what should we do? Okay, when bf left broadcast message is received, we will change boyfriend's costume to bf boyfriend left. Then corresponding sound will be played. Wait for a little bit, change it here, and then change the costume back to normal. I will just duplicate it and do the same for when we received other broadcast messages, and change the costume down, play the corresponding sound, and this back to normal. Again, bf up. When this broadcast message is received, we change the costume to up and play the corresponding sound. And finally, when we receive broadcast message bf right, then we change the costume to boyfriend right and play the corresponding music sound. Okay, now this is the code for boyfriend, but we also need to code for these arrows. So when we click the green flag, these arrows should be invisible, so we will just hide them. I will just use Control plus C key to copy this and then paste it in all the arrows, because all arrows should be hidden, just like what we did for the imposter. Now when broadcast message, this is the left arrow, so when broadcast message bf left is received, the arrow should first show, then it should go to then it should go to, let me make it visible, it should appear somewhere here. Okay, show and go to this point. So this is the address, and I see go to has same address. I'll just use this, and I will just drag it to here. As the arrow has to glide to this point, I will use this 0.5 second to glide, as 1 second is too long. And you see this is the same address which is here, so the arrow will glide to this point and then arrow should hide. Okay. And I will just put it in a backpack. Okay, and I will copy it in the other arrows. BF, instead of BF left, this is BF down. Then it should go to here, this position. Then it should glide to this position and then hide. Same for this arrow, up arrow. When BF up is received, we should make it visible, and then it should appear somewhere here. So we will use go to block to send it here, and then it will glide in 0.5 second to this position. We'll use glide and then hide. Okay. Similarly for the last block, right, when we received BF right. Okay, let's make it visible, and it should appear start from this point. Use go to block, and then the arrow will glide to this point. We'll use glide and then hide. Okay, so this is our code. Let's see. When we press the green flag, computer generates the sequence. Okay, so this thing, there is some problem. It generally happens when we don't have, we have not refreshed it. We will save and refresh it. So sometimes this happens. We just need to refresh the screen. Now I will just play the game and see if it's working. So let me press the green flag. Computer generates imposter sequence, and the player can enter the keys. Okay, I am pressing the arrow keys on my keyboard to enter these. Okay, but right now computer is not checking if the sequence entered by the player is correct or not. Does that match with the sequence for imposter or not? So in the next video we will learn how to do that. Okay, bye bye for now.